Um, uh, Me again. So I'm going into this time. I'm going to be breaking down GBPUSD. I'm not sure if it's going to because I normally GBPUSD. I don't have a good history with it because it usually blows me out of the water. So okay, let's just point out a couple of key levels. Really of this trend line here. So what we have is this, and also trend lines usually do not work. So that as a side note, you want to trade support and resistance because of realize that trend lines and breakouts, like breaking structure breaking out of a trend line and all those things usually do not work. Okay, anyway, here we are. Or at least we need people who, I think people who can master that strategy can trade it best. Personally, I cannot. So here we are. So we have a couple of levels. This is our key level since it's support. Price supported here two times. And if you look left, it's supported here again. And yes, three times actually. So this is one, two, price up, price rejected here two times. And as we boil it down just to see more, we have to point out a couple of other. Okay, let me just zoom in a bit more. Here we are. So um, another level that we have to be really careful of is this one, right? This is also rejected here, broke into it, and then broke above it actually, and then consolidated a bit here, and then ranged. It was in a range of movement a bit here, and then it came down, and then rejected here again, and then rejected here again. So that price is also quite significant in the sense that if price and also another price here, um, I'm sorry about that. It's a phone call. I'll get back to him. So anyway, also we have another level here we have to be careful of. So this is essentially support and resistance. We see price supported here, and then it's supported here the second time, and then it's up, and then it's supported here. I think third times. So we have to okay, looking at it now, right? So price since it's supported here, and actually supported here third times, and also this is a clear support. So what I'm going to be looking for is price to turn back to the downside because it's this is a clear rejection, right? So and we're just on the daily. So if you want to take the entries right now, it wouldn't really be a great time to enter. So we have a trend line there. So this is going to be quite significant to us in the sense that if price breaks below this trend line and completes below it, then we're obviously going down. And this is where we could potentially be taking profits. But I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not going to be um, putting on my stop loss and take profit just yet. I'll get back to that. Anyway, so what am I looking for now? I'm looking for an indication since we have the direction that okay, price could potentially break to the downside and potentially push below. Reason being that it rejected here again, as you can see, it rejected along this line, and it's much more clearer on the daily. So price could potentially go to the downside and push below. So also, if you look here, there's another significant level. Um, so the thing with top-down analysis, the difficulty in it is this: you're gonna have to understand where which time frames you drew certain areas of support. So normally what people do is that they color code. So when you color code is that, say for example, when your my support areas on my areas actually support and resistance areas on the daily would be purple, for example, as you see here, and then on the 4 hour it would be yellow like this here. So the significance of that is so that you don't confuse yourself as to okay, is this level significant enough for me to enter, or is this just a confirmation? Is this a confirmation for an entry, or is this like confirmation for like a structure break? So they use it for different things. Personally, for me, it works in a sense that I like just to keep my work very clean and clear, so that I don't confuse myself. Um, anyway, also you can see like a head and shoulders situation going on here on the H4. So price could potentially come here, break to the downside. That's more reason since we have a head and shoulders. Head and shoulders has to complete around this area, right, right here. So if that's the case, then that's the second reason why we should enter. The first reason being that price came to rejection, right, and it rejected clearly. We saw those candles, they wicked, they essentially broke price, but completed within. So still, respecting structure. So let's go down to the 1 hour, see what we get. Ah, here we are, here we are, here we are. This is a much more different ball game. Anyway, personally, I would wait for price to get to this point and break below because, yeah, personally, I would just wait price to get to this point and break below because let's go to the M15 because trying to like, not trying to, but boiling it down any further, I think would just obviously confuse us. But price, as you can see, that we have a trend line from here. Let me just draw it a bit. Thing is, I want to keep these videos very short, so they you know they are friendly, data friendly to people who are going to be watching them. So anyway, we see this trend line, and it's obviously price has been testing this trend line many times. Tested the first time here, second time here, third time here, and then probably the fourth time here. I wouldn't be surprised if it breaks and price will come to this point, right, and then fall. But do not do anything until price breaks this yellow line, right? When price breaks this yellow line and then retests this yellow line and then continue to the downside, that's when we can move and act. But for now, we just have to let price be itself and then dangle around this area, right? And also there's a level here, but it was broken. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.